So I've been spending some more time on this model here, upgrading some things. Actually, it's more like a side grade because I'm overhauling a lot of things that a lot of people might not notice, just to optimize it for machining. So that's one thing I've been working on. Another thing is the buttons. I bet a lot of us are the same when it comes to making things, where if we're not careful, we can just get stuck, get like lost iterating and iterating and iterating forever, and never call anything exactly done because we're always on the next iteration of it. So I needed to have this be a thing for a change. So I planted a little flag, and the flag said, I need to have them ready when the metal shell's ready, so people can choose GBA buttons, of course, if they want to, or have the option of these. I want them to look nice, and I want them to function well. So that's why that's version 1 right there. But after playing with this for a while, I realized I gotta iterate. I gotta do at least, I've got to mess with them just once at least. And version 1.1. So 1 over here and version 1.1 over here. You can look at the differences real quick. They're minor, but I think they're significant. So shoulder buttons, the edge here, well, the whole top and the edge is a little bit taller, and it's a little bit toward the outside. Hard to notice, but you know, I can notice. The opening, the gap between the trim and the shoulder buttons, so is less over here. So I've tightened that up compared to that side. The trim is Joycon compatible now. And we have ABXY. ABXY buttons, I have made them slightly wider diameter and ever so slightly taller. So they fill the gap in the button weld a little bit more, very tiny bit. And finally, D-pad. The D-pad, after playing for a bit, I realized the feel of it, it was a little too firm of a press for my liking. I mean, still functions just fine, work fine, but I want to try to bring that quality up just a little bit more. And then I increased the recess here for the D-pad silicone pad to reside in. And that allows the button to be pressed a little easier. So it gives kind of a sharper little silicone click. And it's easier to press. Just minor though. I mean, it's minor, but it's there. And that makes me happy. So I have a couple ideas I want to try out here in a minute about these shoulder buttons. So when I was working on these, I designed them to go down into these channels. And with a little bit of variation in 3D printing and post-processing, it turns out that a good default tightness for them is about this. But I want to see right now if I can kind of update that just a little bit. I'm going to try 2 different things. One on one side, one on the other side. And kind of test it out and see if it's any better, if it's worse, or maybe it's a good idea just to stick with the default setup. I don't know. One way to find out. So the idea for this side is going to be Captain tape. I'm going to put one little piece of Captain tape in a channel here. Kind of tighten that up. And I'm thinking that it will allow the spring to do its thing a little bit better. I don't know. We'll see. The other side is to use an actual spring. And this I just harvested from a pen. And then just cut it to length. The idea is that it goes around the blue part of the tact switch and doesn't touch it. It sits on the base there. So the plastic button has to compress the spring a little bit before it gets to the tact switch and then clicks the tact switch. And the spring presses it all the way back up. I think this is going to give it, the button, kind of a little bit longer range of motion and make it kind of more interesting to press. I think. I don't know. We're going to find out though. So I think that's about it. I'm going to put this thing together and see what is what. Yeah.
Another one.
One of them makes you jump off of Yoshi too, so you don't want to like Alt F4 out of the map.
I don't think there's an Alt F4 in this.
Well, if you're standing above a hole and you jump off Yoshi, you might as well, it'd be kind of the same thing.
Yeah. What do I do with that?
I don't know, you can keep it as a trophy maybe.
Okay.
Or just leave them alone.
What the heck is that? It's got back in it.
I forgot they can come out of their shells. I haven't played this forever.
Yeah.
Whoa. Is this like stressful? Because it looks stressful.
I'm stressing. Because it's like, there's death at every corner.
Yeah? Like that?
Yeah.
Which one do you like better for this game? The analog stick or the D-pad?
The D-pad.
Yeah, okay.
It feels normal for this, or weird for this one.
Yeah. A lot of times it's good for like these kind of platforming games.
Don't fall off the edge this time. Why? I did Metroid.
Oh, okay. This has got to be the coolest music ever. That is not what it sounds like.
I don't know. Stop!
It's actually funny seeing somebody play it for the first time. Actually, you played this before. I'm surprised you don't remember.
I remember we made the maps.
Yeah.
Boom. I'm a pizza now. I can't get him. I fell to pieces. Can I like skip this somehow?
Mm-hmm.
Do I like press this?
Sure.
Ooh, yay. Ooh, la 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 la. I'm scared. Uh-oh. Ow. Oh, help. Let me out. Ow. Don't come here. Please. No. Buh. How? No. Oh my god. No. I have 7 energy. Gimme. No, what the? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. No. Ugh. Just stop. Can you stop giving them to them? No. Die. No, why are you alive? Die. Ugh. How am I supposed to beat this? How am I supposed to beat this stupid wall? Oh my god. Die. Finally, what was that? Big gigantic eyeball attacking me. Ow.
I think you should try to hit him.
He keeps hitting me on the air and I can't punch him. He just threw me off the edge. These pigs again.
I thought you were gonna wreck him and he just jumped off.
I thought that was floor. Now they're gonna throw me off the edge for no reason. Let me get my weapon. It's in the same spot as it was earlier.
A lot of times people get better at a thing after they do it a few times.
Oh yeah, I hit him. Yeah. Did I kill him?
I think so.
This guy's just this pig.
Dive off the edge again?
I don't know what happened to him.
I think you knocked him off the edge. He probably just kept... Oh.
I forgot where the jump button was.
Why'd you pick Bowser?
Because Bowser always wins whenever it's bots. So I feel, yeah, for some reason he's always first place unless I'm first place. That Koopa Troopa, I just feel bad.
He's my big one.
I'm just gonna hit him for no reason, even though he's not winning. So now I'm winning. I'm just gonna use it for no reason. Yeah, I got first. Wow.
So I probably shouldn't talk about how cool I think this is, since I had a hand in designing a lot of the things. But from a maker perspective, we can look at this like a project and just talk about it sort of that way. So the version 1.1 buttons, they came out pretty good. The D-pad now, it takes less force to press it, and the silicone click is like slightly sharper. That's what I was going for. ABXY buttons, they fill those spaces just a little bit better and slightly taller. All around better feel. Joycons are surprisingly, they do what I intended them to do. It was tough to fit all of these things in here. There's not much space left. There's not a lot of wasted space inside of this. So this bottom button here, a huge concern was having the Joy-Con be in the way when you try to press it. But after playing for a while, I don't notice it being an issue. You can kind of bump it a little bit if you rock your thumb this way, but it doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel annoying. I would say if it was. This one is kind of annoying sometimes when you need to hit start and select. You need to reach up and over it a little bit. You know, there's a little bit there. That's the necessary price to pay for Joy-Cons though on this side with this form factor. And I knew that from the beginning. And it's not too bad, but it is noticeable. I'm okay with paying that price personally. Oh, what else? Trim. We have closed that gap just a little bit. What else? Oh, shoulder buttons. Shoulder buttons. Now on the right side, this has it's basically a default. So whenever you click it, you press it, you get the click because it's just shored up a tiny bit with that one piece of Captain tape. My daughter says she likes that better. I don't agree, but I know what she means. You know, it's an immediate click. So, but it's not for me. This side here, it has the pen spring. And what this feels like to me, you see all this here, that's spring. At the very bottom, you get the tact switch. So it feels like an analog trigger with the click on the bottom. It just feels better for me, you know. Default's fine. This, I would say, is a tiny bit better than default. And then this is my favorite. Takes a little, actually the spring I have in there is maybe a little bit too long because I guess that's something else you can play with. A shorter spring or less strong spring will have a different feel. So kind of cool thing to dial in that way, I guess. I'm happy with that though. Oh man, so I think that's about it for this. Oh wait, speakers. Speakers were a big concern because of where your fingers are going to be back there. I tried a lot of weird things with speakers. I tried different types of speakers, different speaker positions, even ones that were not symmetrical. There's a lot of components and stuff inside there too that need to be wary of. But in playing, the speakers are good enough, loud enough, and I never noticed my hands, my fingers blocking the grills in a way that is noticeable, which is good, which is really good. Although I do have kind of, it's been said I have ET fingers, but I think I'm normal enough that, I mean, even if you cover like half of the grills or a little bit of them with one or both hands, it's loud enough and clear enough that it doesn't come out. Although I haven't even noticed myself really doing that. If it has happened, it's not to the extent that I've noticed any sound issues. So right on there. Anyway, I think that's about it for this. My own personal Joycons build. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go play some more. And I thank you guys for watching.